Something's gone wrong at Prism Tower. Dispatch a team from the company to investigate.
We cannot allow more disturbance in Lumiose City on our watch.
The strongest Mega Evolution user must be found.
So yeah, welcome guys to Pokemon Legends ZAZA. And yeah, we start off by first getting the Paris experience to its full effect by getting our stolen. Oops, maybe I should not swear in the first minute of a video. But yeah, as you can see, we first came to Paris, or Kalos, Lumiose City specifically, and now we should be getting our stuff back. So first off, to get our stuff back, we'll choose the best starter out of this bunch, the best starter in Gen 2 overall, which is obviously Totodile. And we fight until the night, so this is the complete Paris experience. We first get our stuff robbed, and then we get jumped by people until nightfall. And right after this, me and Tony, the girl who just gave me one of her free Pokemon, we get face to face against a blockade of multiple trainers. Unfortunately for us, they're not going to let us pass. However, we have a secret weapon in our hands. That secret weapon being obviously the very ancient Floette, right? And she thinks she can take them on with like her two baby starters. So yeah, in typical Paris fashion, we get acquainted with Eternal Floette, which obviously will use its move as a nuke on these three, right? Continue flaunting your Pokemon against us. You're gonna see what happens. Nah, Floette can hit them for all it wants. These are not like big waste on the Pokemon world. So after making real life adults bail just like kids who just got caught stealing candies, we get our first look into me joining Team MZ with the Zygote cell on the roof, or as I like to call it, in the cup chair. Speaking of cup chair, we then get our first look on AZ and Floette. And then I got the realization that my guy literally saw the Zygote cell as well coming from my bag. And yeah. So now we get our first look into the hotel and our first look into another Team MZ member, the real leader of Team MZ, Lida, which is one of the characters that is actually goated in this game. So yeah, I won't spit too much on her, but she is a better leader than Tony. Speaking of Tony, yeah, she's going to teach me how to fight, which is something that I did not expect from a Pokemon game, right? This has never been done, fighting your rival at the start of a game. However, something which really has not been done in mainline Pokemon games, I'm going to not only fight her, but both of her starters that I did not choose. As you can see, I am doing some running around because I do not understand how the game is supposed to work, or how battles are supposed to work, right? Then we get the obligatory type chart thing. And after making Tepig wet the bed, it's time to make Chikorita bites the dust. So yeah, I'll try to Leer and then tackle, but I really do not know how stat boost and stuff like that work at that moment. Considering I'm an adult and I'm actually fighting a teenager currently, This would be considered illegal in multiple countries, but not in Paris. In Paris, this is absolutely normal, as you can see right here. And I will even fight off children, right? And then, with this lost water gun, I boot Chikorita right off the earth. And now, we'll get our first look into one of the baddies from this game, aka local ex-criminal, aka the lady with Team Flare hair, not MacBook hair. Essentially, this is Mabel, the Pokemon professor from this game, who will give us tasks and stuff like that to complete. And essentially she will also give us our Pokédex. But I will very shortly, very promptly complete. This is obviously foreshadowing because I plan to do a shiny living dex of this game. But yeah, she's already asking if I'm alone and stuff. So I don't know what is rocking with her, but you know, in the game I'm a teenager, right? She's a full-grown adult. Right after that, we go back to the hotel to get an update on our Rotom phone to get the ZAZA Royal app, where we get to meet our first opponent, who is Zack from rank Z. And as you can see, the trainer who wins will be promoted to rank Y. So essentially how the ranking works, you need to fight all trainers from the rank Z to rank A to be able to finish the league in quotation marks. But yeah, we're going to see that this bum is actually a taxi driver. And why am I calling him a bum? Is because he's literally stuck, he said it himself actually, he's stuck on rank Z. So after some stare down from our Rotom phones, we are set to start the fight. And then, this is the unfortunate moment that I realized that I won't be able to do a solo run of this game because my Totodile will not be able to survive the onslaught from this electric type mouse. So finally, after some running around and some potion, I realized two things. First off, healing has a cooldown. Second thing, I need to catch mons. And with that, we rank up to rank Y. And then we meet our second baddie of the game, Emma, who now became a detective in Lucas' place. She gives a very short introduction to herself, and after some blah blah on her part, cut back to when Tony invites me to drink some matcha latte to go with our Labubus at this very niche, totally not a criminal organization front cafe. So now we sit down at the table to speak about some, you know, regular stuff like feminist literature and some female artists, until we get interrupted by this guy with some weird things in his hair, and who is apparently Vinny, the guy that we saw at the start of the game, who works for Quasartico as well. Then we meet another bum, or beefcake in this case, Ivor, who will have some significance to the game afterwards. After meeting all these people, we then go to the cemetery where we defile some graves just to be able to get our first guy in our team, Rick Ghastly. And right after that, the game forces me to do some side quests. As you will be able to see, the first two that I will showcase here are getting a Pikachu, and right afterwards it will be fighting an alpha Pokemon. But yeah, quite frankly, some of these side quests are very long, very tedious to do, and some of them are very short. I just need to do like a fetch quest basically. But yeah, from that we are able to get a Heracross, and we are able to get an Alpha Bernieri. After some running around, as you're able to see on the screen right now, I then meet up with Emma yet again in her office to be able to fight her. So she is going to show me whatever Pokemon she has, being obviously Marip on that screen, and I'm just going to show you. Sometimes some of these battles take so much time because all of my Pokemon are weak. Like, they're not weak in terms of types, but they're weak because I don't know how the game works exactly. And as you're able to see, I let Bernieri die just to be able to heal up my Ghastly. And Ghastly is such a frail mon. Wow, he literally nearly got 2-tapped by that Marip. So yeah, if I did not have Hypnosis, this would have been curtains for Ghastly, unfortunately. But as he says, he's never gonna give you up, and he never let me down as well. So that's how we got the W against Emma. Thanks for the heal, by the way. And now, thankfully, she's going to showcase one of the greatest things in this game. And no, it's not R34. It is plainly just Mega Evolution. After coming into contact with Megas in Paris for the first time, literally L'Oreal Paris, the Pokemon, we will get our third member of our team. Try to place the guess, pause the video, and try to guess which Pokemon is going to be. Alright, here it is. A sick Fennekin who will not eat whatever the lady tries to feed it. So it's my job to go and try to find the medicine to cure it, right? And I'm going to show you a very short montage of me literally doing a fetch quest. And here, as you can see, it might have been cut during the edit, but I did catch a Bellsprout as well. That will at some point go into my team, but for now it's boxed. And yeah, finally we are able to get to the revitalizing twigs. Sorry for the tongue twister here. And yeah, none of them are good actually. So we are supposed to run around and find whichever one is good. And as you can see, I was able to see it from the other side of a ledge, and I actually got one, the good one. So now run back to the Fennekin, and we'll add this furry creature to our team, right after curing it. So my guy is now fresh and ready, Mom Spaghetti, and he will join my team after I adopt it. Alright, then we will find a Chespin who is literally headbutting a car and fight it, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 times actually, which will aid me into getting like experience for all of my Pokemon. Especially Fennekin, which absolutely needs it. He just got steamrolled by a Chespin, a Pokemon weak to it. And yeah, it looks like Chespin still wants to battle some more. We're going to fight it again, get some more experience again, and hopefully we'll be able to evolve our Pokemon right after, thanks to the Chespin. So the problem with battle system is that there is a cooldown on heal up, which means I need to wait until the cooldown finishes to be able to use Fennekin again. is very, very annoying at times, but it's very much just a skill issue on my part, right? And now, after finishing off that feisty Chespin, I get 3 XP. Plus, I adopt the little guy, and now time to evolve my guy, which for now is named Bayonetta, but she's not going to be named like that forever. And Brugator as well is not going to be named Brugator forever, because this is kind of like a cringe name. Right after that, we box the Chespin, and time to fight Yvonne to be able to rank up to rank W. So as you can see, I'm struggling a bit against a Pokemon, especially since most of them are either fully evolved or have high special defense stats, but struggling just because I need multiple attacks to kill them, not because the fight is hard or anything. And now, oh sorry, I made a mistake earlier. I rank up to rank X. So now we get introduced to the third member of Team MZ, Naveen, who is supposed to be the tailor of our team. And quite frankly, this guy is kind of an... Throughout the game, you will be able to see it. But yeah, like he does not strike me as a very proficient guy in the team. It's just that his designs are cool, but yeah. And here, I don't know why I did not switch out Bayonetta, but yeah. His team is mostly comprised of like dog types. So, both of my Pokemon that I literally just sent out are weak to it, kind of, because Bayonetta is very, very frail, and Ghastly is weak to dog types in general, plus it's frail, so it's no wonder that it died, right? But Brugator was able to pull out the big croc and kill it. Afterward, we did some parkour to be able to get to Freaky, the Froakie. And yeah, we got it and we boxed it forever. Again. So now we are fighting against Shafi, who is a school kid, as I mentioned earlier. We are fighting off against kids as well. And we are going to show him why age matters. In terms of experience, nothing sus. Alright. And now after killing 2 of his Pokemon, it's time to see the real menace. Oh, sorry, I forgot there was a Roselia here. But the real menace of this fight is actually his Furfrou. His Furfrou, oh man, you're going to see. I did not lose that fight, fortunately, but you're going to see what I mean by that. So first off, Furfrou plowed through Bayonetta. Then Furfrou bit off a literal part of Rick Ghastly, and now he won't be able to perform again for now. So then I thought it was time to heal up. So essentially that's what I did, and then I was just done with that guy. Yeah. I just needed the killing blow because I would not be able to survive another barrage of hits from him. So right after that, we now fight against the real leader of Team MZ, Lida, for the first time. And yeah, Lida is not really that much of a difficult trainer. As you're able to see, she's actually able to get rickrolled pretty hard. And something that I remark with that, she emotes. She freaking emotes whenever she sends out a Pokemon. Man, some of his trainers, bro. But anyways, she gets the BBC from me, which stands for Big Fat Croc. And right after that, we get to add our new member to the team, being the plant, right? Which for now has the name Fitch. I will explain that name later, and Crocogno gets a new name change to King K. Rool. And then I got enough EXP from these fights to evolve Ghastly into Hunter, and I got somebody to trade with, aka my other switch, to be able to get a Gengar. After that, I continue some side missions even more until I can get to the first shiny of the run. Shiny Mareep. I know it's a guaranteed shiny, but any shiny we take those, huh? Right after catching the mutton, I then go to a restaurant where I try to eat, but then I get assaulted by the restaurant owner, who has an army of monkeys. But that's okay. It's for the ZAZA Royal. Then I pull up some freezer stuff against his monkeys, and I just start to burn up through all his resources to be able to win through that match. Also, you'll be able to see the fire, water, grass type core in my team, which is a very good core, not even in competitive, but also in playthroughs and stuff, right? And now we're at his last monkey, and we are about to do a Geto Suguru, aka giving the BBC yet again. Alright bro, just let me leave your restaurant and give you a bad review on Yelp. Yeah, and then with that W we'll rank up to V, and now we can finally go out. So when exiting the restaurant, I get a call from the house, Emma, and unfortunately this is where the suspense gets great, which unfortunately I'll have to follow, but that is for the next episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next episode, and hopefully you'll be able to follow the series and how it goes with me. That was Brapedia, and I am out.